45 for 2. Rahul Dravid has come out to the middle. India have just lost their second wicket. He's had a good series so far. Strike rate over 100. India 45 for 2. And in the commentary box, Sanjay Manjrekar and Ian Bishop, and for our DD national viewers, Arun Lal and Mohinder Singh.
Gone for the pull, it's gone over the wicket-keeper's head for a boundary for Rahul Dravid.
Yeah, pretty lucky there, Rahul Dravid. He wasn't in control of this. It was a bit high. With the pace at which the West Indians are bowling tonight, it could have gone anywhere. And it did. This is what the Indians will have to contend with, I suppose, for quite a long while for the rest of the evening.
Coming to the end of the 6th over. Extreme results for Pedro Collins. Dravid will keep the strike. 50 up for India. 2 wickets gone and 6 overs gone. Saurav Ganguly and Virendra Sehwag.
Yes, and India, though, Sanjay, they're right up there with the rate required. They were asked to score 6.5 and over at the start. Well, they're scoring in excess of 7.5, but they've lost Ganguly, one of the quickest scorers, and Sehwag, definitely the quickest scorer. Got Yuvraj Singh and Kaif to come. And then the problem is Banger. What will he do in one-day international cricket? We're not sure. He's a very slow test match batsman.
And again, some bounce for Pedro Collins. Dravid will handle that well because he's used to it. Bats at number 3 in test matches, and he's played this kind of fast bowling throughout his career. One of our better players of fast bowling.
And the attack being shifted to above shoulder height, and eventually they beat the West Indies. 55 for 2.
That's the look at the Mother at this time. Dravid yet again looking good when it comes to rotating the strike. And also some dew on the pitch. Finding a lot of difficulty in these conditions. Trying to trace the ball.
And it's admirable the way he's done it, taking on the responsibility.
Square leg, Dravid wants the signal, direct hit, and Dravid would have been short by at least a couple of yards. 9 overs gone, 59 for 2 India. Short, make that 6 yards. Ricardo Powell very quickly on the ball, direct hit. And he was at least 6 yards short.
In this team.
Square drive and half stop by Wavell Hines. Cricket Association. Driven to mid-off. And we have a simple run out here. Or maybe not. Dravid wants the run in the end. But we've seen some high quality cricket until now.
That certainly was not quality cricket from Vasper Drakes. This is as simple a run out as you can ever hope to effect. Look at Dravid, he's trapped, and Drakes, well, it looks like a 3-pointer. Very far off target. All he had to do was lob it to Jacobs, and he did not get the distance right.
Well, he should have gone for the one bounce throw, really. He tried to go on the full to the keeper. Would have skidded nicely into the hands of Ridley Jacobs. He was trying to get it over the batsman's head. And I think he's edged it. The field is excited, they're celebrating, but Hariharan just has a stare to offer to the West Indians.
To hear an edge. Very difficult to tell, but Collins is absolutely convinced that there was an edge. Very difficult in this light, and with the full house of Indian spectators clapping and shouting. have to say there was an edge.
There didn't seem to be any doubt in Hariharan's mind. It was a quick sort of nod of disapproval with the appeal. There's nothing we can hear from the facilities that we have, the stump microphone. But Dravid responds with a spanking boundary on the offside. Brings the crowd alive yet again. 12 overs gone, 73 for 2.
Gone a long way behind square. He won't make it. It's 4 more.
That's the boundary of Carl Hooper that was much required from the Indian standpoint.
He's hit it over the mid-wicket fielder and placed to perfection. Welcome boundary for Dravid. And brings up Rahul Dravid's 50. Well played Dravid yet again in this series.
This is the boundary that got him to 50. Good shot. Just hitting the ball over Ricardo Powell and into the gap. A lot of his runs have come behind square on either side of the wicket. Nothing through mid-off. It's just been deflections, nudges on the leg side, cuts and guides through the offside.
In the air for a while, but will pick up another run to bring up 170 for Nagamutu. The first thing he'll be looking to do is not bowl wides in this over, bowl 4 in the last. Hasn't had too much batting in this series. Just wide of point and some work for the sweeper cover. 2 more runs to Dravid. He's made some important contributions in his one-day career. 98, 84, 80, 75, 69. All those innings were important innings, and more often than not it got India to win matches. High bounce. Looking to play the hook shot. West Indians. Ashish Nehra going for plenty. 19 runs. Beaten by the bounce, perhaps just bounce higher. Captain very much in the game.
And I think he was just a little bit frustrated because Dravid missed out there.
A useful partnership at the moment. 44 of just 42 balls. And both these batsmen getting the runs without taking the risks. The question to be asked is, will Hooper finish him? There's Collins with 3, there's Drakes with 5. What do you reckon, Mikey, the combinations will be?
I think he needs to give a 6th bowler.
Now's the chance for Nagamutu to try and string in a few good overs, because you've got a new man at the crease. He would want to take his time, Kev. Easy 2 for Dravid. Papa. 214 for 4. Dravid playing with soft hands, picking up the single.
Quite happy to give Rahul Dravid the single.
Flick round square leg. Well, that's a good shot. Cut off in the deep. They just believe they can get it. Now that's a very good shot. Inside out, over extra cover. Dravid finds the boundary.
That's the 4 ball. Can always depend on that 4 ball coming along at some point.
There's just a little bit of width offered, and that was enough for Dravid to free his arms and go over the top. Till then, Nagamutu was bowling middle and off. So he's picked his spot nicely. Less than 100 required. Slower delivery. That's well adjusted by Dravid. Ricardo Powell again there, sprawling across the turf. He's done a wonderful job for the West Indies. Already saved quite a few runs. 234 for 5. 235 now with that single.
That's played with loose hands by
Anchor roll. No doubt about that. Placed very, very well by Dravid. What an innings he is playing for his team. They're celebrating in the aisles.
This is what the Indians need. One boundary and over. Now there was a lot of room there for Rahul Dravid. And that's his favourite stroke. The crowd delighted here. The Indian worm.
And they're looking for 2. That will go away this time. Guided deliberately from Rahul Dravid. Brings the over to an end. 279 for 5. Left in the Indian dressing room. This is the last ball of the previous over. Bowled by Chris Gayle. Full toss outside the off stump. Easily put away by Rahul Dravid. This will be the 3rd highest run chase in the history of one-day cricket if India get there.
Well, he's going to get his 100 here. Comfortable too. And that's 100 for Rahul Dravid. One of the more important one-day 100s. And he knows it. Job not yet done. Look at the Indian players. They realize the value of the innings. His 8th one-day 100. And it just seems like Kaluka has given up. That last delivery was just bowled casually by Kaluka for Dravid to pick up another boundary. And the writing is now on the wall.
Very much so, Sanjay. A foregone conclusion, really. Just the 5 now off 19. And India, well, they've come back into it.
There we have a couple of more runs. And Rahul Dravid making sure that Sanjay Banga doesn't take it too easy. He got the younger partner to get to the other end to complete the formality of 2 runs and register the score 325 for 5 in the scorebook, which means that this is the 3rd best run chase ever in one-day cricket.
The crowd are out of their seats, and so are we, Sanj. We're standing up here, absolutely fired up. We've seen an incredible chase. We went on about the match at Lord's, and that was under natural light. That was in the daytime. This here is a heck of an achievement when you think the conditions that suited the West Indies pacemen. It bounced, it went through early on with the new ball, and 325 for 5 in 47.4 overs. It seems like they coasted it. It was struggling there for a little bit mid-time. At 148 for 3, you thought the West Indies had a little bit more control of this game, but really, Rahul Dravid and Sanjay Banga turned it round, and they are the big heroes here tonight.
Well, we just mentioned the 3rd best run chase ever, and it was done with 16 balls to spare, with 5 wickets in hand. So again, batting totally dominating the bowling here in this series yet again. We nearly had a team batting first and winning. It wasn't to be. And the hero of the day, Rahul Dravid, unbeaten, 109 of 124 balls, just the 8 boundaries. But he worked hard, rotated the strike, built up a good partnership to start with VVS Lakshman, Then he lost Yuvraj Singh and Mohammad Kev, the two young guns at important stages, and he just carried on. And then he found Sanjay Bangar, who surprised everybody with his performance today.